So how do you know anything to be objectively real when you've admitted you could be a brain in a vat?
What do you mean by no? Do you mean how am I aware of?
Right, how are you aware of objective reality?
I'm aware of reality through my senses.
But that's not what I asked you. I asked you how you're aware of what is objectively real, not what you perceive to be real.
So when I use the term objectively in this context, I'm using it in the sense of not subjective or not contingent upon any one mind within the scope of reality. For example, I'm convinced that I'm in a room with other people right now, and if they agree with me that I'm in a room with them, then we can then work together to investigate reality.
Right, but the fact is you've admitted you could be a brain in a vat.
I haven't admitted that I can be. I've admitted that I cannot prove that I'm not.
That's right, so therefore it follows that you could be.
Well, it doesn't follow that you could be. The fact that something hasn't been proved to be false does not mean that it's possible or true.
Okay, so you trust your senses and reasoning in order to determine what is real in your reality, right?
Yes.
On what basis do you trust your senses and reasoning?
On their continued reliability at producing effective results.
Okay, now when you... No, see, now the thing is...
Hang on, let him ask questions.
The thing that... It never ceases to amaze me that you don't see the folly of that answer. Because the thing is, he says, on their continued reliability. How does Matt know whether they've been reliable in the past? Do you know why? Because he uses them to prove it. It's a vicious circle. On what basis do you trust your sense and reasoning when you determine that they've been reliable?
It's not a vicious circle. If you want to know if a pen works, you pick it up and use it. Is it circular to pick it up and use it? If so, then I'll admit that this is circular.
Is it circular? Is it circular? Is it circular to use your reasoning to justify your reasoning?
It's a practical necessity. Is it circular? I told you that I said in my rebuttal here that it's a presupposition. Right. I'm not using reason to prove that reason is valid. I'm using reason because it continues to produce effective results.
Do you use your reasoning in determining that?
Yes.
Well, then you're using your reasoning to prove your reasoning.
Which isn't a problem as long as it's continuing to produce effective results.